Welcome to the Work as Meditation. I'm Todd Smith. The work of Byron Katie is a way of dealing with stress. It's a very unique way of dealing with stress, and one that I fell in love with many years ago and continue to deepen my appreciation for this simple way of questioning what you believe. Stress hits us in many different ways, in many different amounts. Sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's just a little. But this simple way of questioning your thinking can cut through any stress, whether it's huge or whether it's small. Basically, there are two ways to deal with stress. One is to fix the problem, and that is the normal way that all of us deal with stress in the world. If we have a problem, a money problem, we fix that money problem. We don't have that problem anymore. The stress goes away. So when you fix a problem, the stress goes away. That's one way to deal with stress. And we're already doing that. That's what we normally do. It's called problem solving. It's called action. It's called living, basically. The other way, which is often missed, often forgotten, but does come out naturally as well, is to question everything. When we get stressed, there is that tendency to start to question everything. Is this really the right career for me? Is this really the right this, that, the other? So questioning is a natural response when things don't go the way I want them to in the field of action. When I try to change things and they don't change, then I start to question myself. But unfortunately, a lot of times that questioning can take the form of self-attack or just flipping into some other stressful situation, which is no better than the first one. So the form of questioning that the work of Byron Katie introduces is a very gentle way of questioning. It's like saying, okay, I want to hear what this stressed part inside of me is feeling, and I want to let it answer some questions. Like, is that really what you want? Can you absolutely know it's true that that's what you're wanting? And how do you react when you believe this thought? And then who would you be without this thought? Like, this is a gentle way of questioning, but also listening to the stressed part inside of us. And when we listen, we start to connect and we start to gain trust with the parts that are kind of fighting with each other within ourselves. So normally we think that the thing out there is the cause of our stress, because when the thing goes away, the stress goes away. So we think, oh yeah, it's the lack of money, it's the relationship, it's the whatever. That's the stress. But what's really causing the stress is what we're thinking about that particular situation. So if I'm thinking that I need more money when I don't have that much money, I'm going to be stressed. But if that money stays the same and I don't have the thought that I need more money, where's the problem? So as you can see, it's the thinking that really is causing the stress. Of course, you can change the money situation and the stress will go away, but the thought is still there that I need a certain amount, and often it's never enough anyway. So when you start to turn it around and question the actual thought itself, then you start to gain a freedom where you're able to be happy, be content, be peaceful, whether you have a lot of money or a little money, whether you have an amazing relationship or you have an average relationship, or you have all these different things in the world. So it's my thinking about those things that causes me stress. And when I question that thinking, that stress can go away. And that's my experience for many years doing the work. It's a process, it can shift very quickly or it can take time slowly. And so I like to think of this process, which is a meditative process. I like to think of it as something that I do just kind of as an ongoing practice. Like I have another meditation practice that I love. I do that every day. And I also do the work of Byron Katie every day, just to keep questioning the things that can cause me to get stuck. So that's what I invite you to here. We have a lot of support for this. There's a lot of ways that you can learn about the work, watch the work, there are videos, you can read articles about the work, you can gain understanding from that point of view. And then I really invite you to dive in and actually start to practice the work, whether it's in a private session with me, or whether it's taking the Work 101 course, or taking some of the other courses that I offer. We even have an ongoing practice group called Inquiry Circle, and it's something that some of us have been doing for a long time. And I invite you to consider this as a possible new meditation practice for you. And my experience is it has cleared up so many issues. It has freed up so much space inside of me. And I find myself expanding and growing and learning continuously as I continue with this practice.